Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Dr. Mamoona Azhar. By profession, I am a physiotherapist and today I am going to deliver a lecture on the subject of biomechanics, and our topic for today's study is range of motion, which can be also said as ROM, range of motion. So what is meant by that range of motion? It is the angle through which joint moves from anatomical position to extreme line of segment in a particular direction. So we can define that range of motion in other words, that what are the basic important things we should know about the range of motion. First of all, it is the angle through which joint moves. Another thing to remember is anatomical position. We all know that what is the basic anatomical position. This is our basic anatomical position, which can be shown like this. And the third thing to remember is from anatomical position to extreme or end line of movement. And the last thing to remember about this is in a particular direction. Direction is very much important, because at a joint, why direction is very much important? At a joint, we can achieve different angles by changing the direction. So the angle through which joint moves from anatomical position to end line of the movement in a particular direction will be considered as range of motion. So we have known about range of motion. Now we will know about how to measure range of motion. We can measure range of motion in the unit of degrees. Its unit is degrees. For example, we want to measure the range of motion of any joint. We will consider these aspects. So for that, we will maintain an anatomical position. Anatomical position will be considered as the 0 degree. And as long as the body moves toward extreme of range of motion, the angle starts to increase. For example, this is an anatomical position and we want to measure the range of motion for shoulder joint. So I'm going to turn my side so you guys can know that the range of motion for flexion at the shoulder joint very easily. For example, I'm doing this. This would be considered as shoulder flexion. This is the highest range of motion, which is around 180, and as long as I come downward, this would be considered as shoulder extension. That is the return to normal towards anatomical position. There is a device we can use for measuring range of motion, and which is known as goniometer. It's a very simple device through which we can measure the range of motion. It is a protractor like object which is having two arms. One arm is fixed and other is movable. We put that object or goniometer on our joint, and then we place these two arms according to particular positions, and we measure the range of motion according to that. You guys will study goniometer in the subject of goniometry by me or by any other teacher. You guys can get to know about this in detail. So this was all about range of motion. Thank you so much.